Hi, Casas Adobes and Pastor John here, and I have a little message for you this week on justice. So, we've been studying the four cardinal virtues, which is fortitude. If you remember that lion, it's about courage, and then there's prudence, it's about wisdom. There is temperance, which is self-control. And today we're talking about justice. And here is a picture of justice. And justice is usually shown as a woman with a sword and scales. And it's supposed to mean that things are balanced, things are fair, and the sword is a sword of truth. And we also have her blind because she's blindfolded because she's not supposed to be seeing who's who. Like she's not supposed to say, oh, you're a king, so I better listen to you. You're a queen, you're a princess, I better listen to you. Oh, you're a stinky beggar, you are somebody that I don't like. No, you don't do that. So um, everybody is the same. So we're going to talk about justice. There is a story in the Bible, and if you remember, there's somebody named Jacob, and he had a brother named Esau, and they were brothers. They were twins, but actually Esau was older. And because Esau was older, he was able to have a special blessing from his dad, Isaac. Now, one day, Jacob cooked a bunch of beans, and Esau smelled it, say, hey, that's delicious. I'm really hungry. I'll sell you anything. What do you want? And I'll give it to you. Jacob says, why don't you give me your blessing? And Esau wasn't thinking, and he thought, you know what? I don't have to worry about that. Here, sure, you can have it. Give me those beans. So he got the beans. Later, when Isaac, their father, was dying, it came time to give the blessing. And so Jacob pretended to be Esau because his father Isaac couldn't see well. And he put lamb skins on his arms, and he talked like Esau. And Isaac ended up giving Jacob the blessing. And when Esau found out, he was mad. Oh my goodness, he was so mad. He wanted to kill Jacob, and he chased him all over the place. And finally, Jacob found a place to hide with a relative of his named Laban. And Laban had two daughters, Leah, who was older, and Rachel, who was younger. And Jacob saw Rachel and fell in love, and he loved her, she loved him. And he said, went to her father, and he said, can I marry Rachel? And Laban said, sure, sure enough. You just have to work 7 years. 7 years without pay. You have to work for me, and then you can marry Rachel. So he said, well, that sounds really hard, but I will do it. So he worked for 7 years. The day of the wedding came. He's all excited. Here's the wedding. And Rachel comes out. She's got a big blanket over her head. And it's like, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss your wife. And so he goes to lift the veil. Or actually, it's a blanket because you can't see. Lift the blanket. It's Leah. He married Leah. And Jacob turned to Laban and he said, what's going on here? I thought I was going to marry Rachel. He said, oh no. You know, Leah is older, and in our tradition, the older sister gets married first. Now, and this is weird. Back then, they used to have a lot of wives, and so kind of messed up. So anyway, he said, if you still want to marry Rachel, be my guest. Now that Leah is married, everything is good. He said, sure. He said, I will do that. And so he said, okay, 7 more years. So Jacob said, oh my goodness, 7 more years. Okay, I'll do it because I really like her a lot. I love her. And so he worked 7 more years, and he got married to Rachel, and everything was good. And now sometimes people, get upset and they say, "Well, that wasn't fair. You know, what happened?" And the point is that because Jacob was sort of a tricky person, he got tricked. So when you live by tricks, you get tricked. And that is called justice. I don't know if you got that. That's called justice. All right. So that's it. And we will talk more about this on Sunday. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And
in the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate
yes,
yet
yes,
equally
yes.
important groups: the police who investigate crime,
That is,
and the district
that's
attorneys who prosecute
justice.
the offenders. These are their stories.
I don't know how this happened. So, anyway, let me get rid of this. There it is. Okay. So I will see you Sunday. May you be a blessing. May you be safe, and may you be well. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.